afternoon, everybody. This is Fulora Korpokar, and here is my team. We have 5 members in my team. So my 5 members are here. Here Durga, she is Kaveri, and we have another 2 members, Yang and Kanunka. So here is our topics, teams topics Amazon.com, and I will discuss about those things. Here is the preview of a team's presentation where I will talk, where our group member and I will talk about the history of Amazon, internet, industrial information, the 5 major players in the industry, marketing strategy, company's organizational structure, and employment outlook for future graduates. So, as I said, I am Fulora Korpokar, and I am a graduate student of Computer Science Department in California State University, East Bay. And here is my topics, like I will discuss Amazon history and Amazon product and services. And here is the preview of my presentation. Here mainly I will talk about Amazon history, which will cover introduction and timeline, and Amazon major products and services, where I will talk about retail goods, Amazon web services, Amazon Prime, digital content, and consumer electronics. And here is the Amazon history. At first, introduction. The company was founded in 1994, and the founder was Jeff Bezos, and it was launched in July 1995. Here you can see our Amazon's first homepage when it was established, and you can see it's very simple. But if you compare right now in our Amazon's website, you can see that it's a more advanced web page right now in Amazon. But when it was first established, it was like simple. And here is the Amazon history. So here the timeline. So here the record from 1997 to 2007 in how Amazon expanded their CDs and DVDs and marketplace, like it launched Amazon's marketplace in 2000. And the most popular thing is Amazon Prime, which was established in 2005. And here Amazon, another most timeline things, like Amazon launched games studios, Kindle Fire and Echo, and here you can see the year in which it was launched. And here is the major product and services. So here lots of things are here. So right now I am just for limitation of time, I am going to talk about some major portion here. So at first I will talk about retail goods. So here actually Amazon is the largest internet-based retailer in the world by total sales and market capitalization, and people can buy anything from there. And second, here is Amazon Web Services. It's actually cloud computing platform. And here is a digital content where people can buy Amazon Music, ebook, Amazon App Store. And consumer electronics, you can see Kindle, Kindle Fire, Echo, and Firephone. So here is Amazon Prime. It's very popular, and it's a fast free shipping, exclusive access to movies and TV shows, at free music, unlimited photo storage, and Kindle books. And here in picture you can also see drone delivery plans unveiled for first time under Prime Air Freight air name. And here is the review of my presentation. So far I talked about Amazon history, I covered introduction and timeline, and also here is Amazon major product and services. I talked about retail goods, Amazon web services, Amazon Prime, digital content, and consumer electronics. And so I covered the topics Amazon history and Amazon product and services. And again, this is Fulora Korpokar, and now my group member Durga will present industry information.
Hi everyone. My name is Kanaka Durga Tummala. I am a graduate student in computer science. So my topic is in internet industry information. introduction, industry environment, industry trends, and how to analyze the companies in this internet industry. Introduction. Basically, Amazon comes under internet industry. So Amazon is the largest internet-based retailer in the world by maybe a total number of sales and revenue share. And in Amazon, we have several products and services. And for example, Amazon.com is a starting point for 52.4% of online shopping customers according to the survey. Coming to industry environment, so environment is a basic thing which has to be analyzed to determine how industry gets its profits and efficient market before planning any strategy. So industry environment consists of these factors like marketplace, customers, online behavior, and competitors and suppliers. So a marketplace includes bargaining power of customers, where with the advancements of in the technology of internet, we have more choices of products than before, and so this made like price of product to decrease, and which indirectly says that bargaining power of customers has been increased. And next comes bargaining power of suppliers. So, so in contrast to bargaining power of customers, since the price level of the products has been decreased, bargaining power of suppliers is automatically decreased. Threats of substitutes, and so nowadays introducing a product to market is very instant, and so every organization comes under internet industry has to monitor its substitutes and act accordingly, and competition. So every time when a new product is introduced as a substitute, so every organization has to assess its own product and find new ways on how to differentiate between their product and their competitors one. So and next one is customers. Customers is very important in internet industry, and strong customer base is the key for organization success. And every time qualitative and quantitative analysis has to be performed to understand customer needs and requirements, so that specific marketing strategies can be designed to attract the new customers and improve their market share. Online buying behavior. So online buying behavior is basically finding ways on how customers, like analyzing the paths which led to customers buying a particular product. It basically analyzing how a potential customer has become a new customer. Competitors. So business in this internet industry is very dynamic in nature. Like profits and loss can be very instant, and so innovative marketing is necessary, and and more frequently. And next is suppliers. So customer satisfaction is a key factor, and so every organization in this industry has to monitor suppliers so that quality or experience for customers is not affected. And next is industry trends. So business targets have never been stiffer in the internet industry, and everyday requirements and targets will change according to time and according to other competitors. So success and failure of business is depending on organization's ability to be flexible to external changing environment. So speed is essence of the business. So there is no time to actually look around and analyze and apply the new technologies or new designs. So it has to be more instant. So that's the speed is essence of the business. and time and speed either make or break the business, because instant decisions can sometimes lead to negative output. How to analyze companies in this industry? So companies in internet industry includes Amazon, eBay, Groupon, Flipkart, etc. And the way we can analyze the companies in this industry is through online retail, digital advertising, and business to business. So online retail factor includes, so Amazon is so online retail is the largest segment of internet industry, and there is a estimate of like there is an estimate of 15% growth every year in online retail industry and digital advertising. So huge amount of money spent on advertising every year. So to promote their products by product companies and business to business. So business to business includes companies like infrastructure and networking companies like Cisco and other companies like IBM. Again, review is industry information and topics includes introduction, industry environment, industry trends, and how to analyze companies in this industry. And topics covered is internet industry information. And again, my name is Kanakadurga Tirumala. The rest of the presentation will be continued.
Hi, this is Shri Kaveri, and today I'm here to explain about the major players in the industry of Amazon. As I said, I'm Shri Kaveri, and the topics I will cover in this is the 5 major players in the industry. And here is the preview what I'll discuss: the target group, competitors, handling complaints, layering of the brand, and the Porter forces. Coming to the target group. Basically, the main focus of the Amazon is on the all internet users, especially as the Amazon is a non-paid app or non-paid application. Many users are using the Amazon. Both male and female, mostly in the age group of 35 and 49. More importance to females as the predominant customers for Amazon. And from all over the world, Amazon is a global company, and as it has a third party exchange for products, and tech-savvy users and early technology adopters also. And there are many app developers. New TG started targeting through Amazon App Stores. It also offers many books through Amazon Kindle and Amazon App Store, etc. Then coming to the competitors, the main competitor for Amazon is eBay. Though it's an auction model of selling, it became a great competitor for Amazon. And moreover, as we know, Amazon is a normal retailing model of business, but eBay is auction model of retailing. And the products are on an average cheaper than any other site, but here better reach and global presence. And moreover, in Amazon, like simplicity will be there for the exchange of the products. And in eBay, there are multiple listings for the product, as there will be an auction levels of prices in eBay. Then coming to the basic strategy of Amazon, here we can see as there will be low prices, larger section, and greater convenience, there will be more customers. And as there are more distribution channels and larger reach, there will be more sellers. This is a cyclic cycle of Amazon, which basically it follows. And here we can see how it handles the complaints. Like there will be some complaints from the customers if they don't have an appropriate product. So they will be reaching through telephonic, email, or chat, and there will be easy return of goods too, like print or label authorization, prepare package, attach return label, and ship it. And the customer retention. In 2007, Amazon launched Amazon Payments because to if they don't have any normal usage of cards, they can go for Amazon cards, like direct payment with PayPal. This also introduced barriers to entry for new players, as they will have to adjust current payment methods. As we can see, after Apple, only the Amazon having the this type of payment methods. And layering of the brand. How the Amazon brand has been established? Like it has the main purpose, like it has an affordable prices and a self-expression, like a techie-safe image and next generation outlook. Emotional, like reliability and trust. Secure transactions, it ensures secure transactions. And functional, as we know, it ensures lowest prices and ease of purchase and home deliveries. Then, there's a scientist like Potter, like he has given some 5 forces, like threat of new entrants high, buyer power high, threat of substitute moderates, supplier power low, and industry rivalry high. This will ensure the perfect prices of the products which you buy from the Amazon, and more choices in the online stores at cheaper prices, and also large number of suppliers, like third-party suppliers. And this is the review, like what I have just discussed: target groups, competitors, handling complaints, layering of the brand, and Potter forces. And the topic covered is the 5 major players in the industry of Amazon, and these are some of the references. And I'm Sri Kaveri.
Hello, my name is Chen Yuyang. My name is not important, but what I'm going to tell you is really interesting. My part is talk about a marketing strategy. Actually, marketing strategy can be analyzed by 4 parts: the price, product, promotion, and place. So let's talk about the product first. Actually, Amazon is not a manufacturing company; it's online website store. So they don't manufacture it and sell the product. They usually selling their product actually is a service. They provide a service and they charge for them. For the first one, Amazon service allow individual or other company they put their product on the Amazon, and the Amazon will charge them a percent of the amount how much they sell, and they charge from them. So that one is interesting. Every year the Amazon profit 40%. 40% profit comes from the Amazon service. And the second one is Amazon Prime. So I believe many people in here, they already are a Prime member. So if you're a Prime member, you pay the annual fee $90, or if you're a student, you pay the $50 per year. And Amazon earn the money from the membership. And when you become a membership, you can get a 2-day free shipping and those membership benefit. And the third one is Amazon Book. Amazon sell the book, not only the book, they also sell the ebook, digital version book on Amazon. And the other one is Amazon Fresh. Amazon not only sell the book, food, textbook, those things. They also sell the grocery, fresh food, and the last one is Amazon Video. So the other group, the Netflix, already told about something about Amazon Video, right? So if you are a Prime membership, you can get some free Amazon Video on Amazon. So this kind of benefit, and those are Amazon products, and basically they collect the revenue from those products. And the other thing is about the price. Usually they have 3 strategies about Amazon making the pricing strategy. First one is market oriented. These pricing strategies, the company evaluate competitive price. They saw how much other websites charge the same product for customer, and adjust the pricing from other competitors. And the second one is price discrimination. This one is interesting. They sell the same product for different price in different country. For example, the Samsung monitor probably costs 200 on USA Amazon, but they probably cost only 150 on Japan Amazon. They're trying to divide their market by different country. So even they are same Amazon website, but in different country website, they sell the same product but sell different price. And the third one is the value price. They make the product price by what the customer expect and what the customer think the value of the product. And the other one is a promotion. Most of Amazon promotion actually come from the advertising, sale promotion. Sometimes they offer a discount or they give customer the promotion code. And three one is a public relationship. These things like when you go Facebook, they have some corruption with a blogger and they cooperate with those guys and trying to do the promote. We promote Amazon product with them, and the last one is the brand marketing. And let's talk about the place. Amazon is an online website, but actually they have a different individual website for different countries. So far, Amazon have for the whole global they have around 15 countries have Amazon.
Hi, I'm Kanulka Chaudhary Mankonda. Today my topic is organizational structure and organizational culture. Preview, organizational structure. I'm going to discuss about current organizational structure, proposed organizational structure, leadership principle, future scope for future graduates, conclusion. And in the organizational structure, it goes like this. There will be a board of directors. Under that, it will be divided into the corporate R&D and CEOs and HR, HQs and staff. And under CEOs, there will be some departments, some marketing, operations, and business expansion, development, and so on. They will handle all the operations and business tackles in those departments with the staff provided to them. And in the proposed organizational structure, we have like a CEO. Under CEO, we'll have direction of the product. It goes for every certain industry in the Amazon. In a CEO, we have a director of proposed products and operation, business expansion and development, marketing and editorial. Under that, every staff will take care of every specific activities, and they'll report about that activity to CEO or the director or the head to them. Leadership principles. Every organization should have some principles to make the organization to work properly. So in the same way, Amazon has few principles like ownership, are write a lot, think big, and hire and develop the best. And they give good opportunities for the new ideas. And what it's like to work with Amazon. For a new starter, it is a good opportunity to work with Amazon. There are very big opportunities to get onto your dreams. And for an experienced person, it will be more challenging to get a job in Amazon. For a senior manager, employees are treated as absolute equal in the workplaces. And for a warehouse employee, it's a white collar sweat shop. Amazon culture improvement proposals. It is a continuous seeking in the optimal balance between flexibility and control, like work-life balance and responsibility and personal employment, commitment to one's group, the company, and to the one fellow citizens. What strategies do you think the e-commerce market is in? So the market strategy will be like this. In the market size, the y-axis is for the market size and the x-axis is for the time. It goes from the introduction to the growth, maturity and decline. The market every time will not stay in a constant. Up and downs will come in the market strategies. And in the conclusion, an advancement of future-based growth of Amazon corporate structure is effective in supporting international growth in many industries like Kinder, Amazon Videos, Amazon Prime, Amazon Web Services, etc. In review, I have gone through organizational structure, current organizational structure, proposed organizational structure, leadership principles and future scope for future graduates. In conclusion, topic covered are organizational structure and organizational culture. And once again, I am Kanulka. And the review team presentation is history of Amazon, Amazon major products and services, internet industrial information, the 5 major principals players in the industry, marketing strategy, company organizational structure, employment outlook for future graduates. And our team topic is Amazon. And our team members are Fuller, Yan, Durga, Kaveri and Kanulka. Thank you.